that all of you are here. We know that you are going to love the third grade presentation. Just like some of you saw with Project Runway, our third grade has lots of spirit and lots of good character. And so what we did this year is we picked a presentation where humor is very important to understanding the plot of the book. And it's based on a book Mrs. Garvey will talk to you about. But what I'd love for you to pay attention to is the amazing expression that the third graders use when they give their lines, and the great eye contact and timing and pacing. Because if you've ever been in anything that has humor in it, if you don't say it right, it's not funny at all. So please, I hope you enjoy your time, and here's Mrs. Garvey to tell you a little bit more about our presentation.
You may be familiar with a book called Math Curse. How many of you have ever read Math Curse before? Let me see hands. Ah, okay. If you have not read this book, I hope you will, and maybe will inspire you to read it. This is by an author, Jon Scieszka. Is anyone familiar with Jon Scieszka? His stories are the true story of the Three Little Pigs, told by a wolf. Okay. The Frog Prince Continued, what happened when they lived happily ever after, or not so much. And other stories like The Stinky Cheese Man, based on the Gingerbread Man. Okay, now we are a little more familiar with him. Well, he's a very humorous author, and this story is about a boy who wakes up one day, goes to school, and realizes he has a curse put on him by his math teacher. Everywhere he looks, everything he thinks about, and everything he does has to do with math. He can't get away from math. Have you ever felt like math is everywhere and you can't get away from it? No? You might just feel that way after this play today. So the children in our play today are feeling overwhelmed by the amount of math in their lives, and they feel like a math curse has been put on them. And you'll have to watch and find out if that math curse ever gets lifted. Okay, enjoy the show.
On Monday in math class, Mrs. Fibonacci says,
you know, you can think of almost everything as a math problem.
On Tuesday, I start having problems.
I wake up at 7:15. It takes me 10 minutes to get dressed, 15 minutes to eat my breakfast, and 1 minute to brush my teeth. My bus leaves at 8 o'clock. Will I make it on time? Ooh, time to stretch.
How many shirts is that altogether? How many shirts would you have if you threw away that awful plaid shirt? When will your Uncle Zeno quit you such ugly shirts? I'm getting a little worried. Everything seems to be a problem. I take out the milk for my cereal and wonder, how many quarts in a gallon? How many pints in a quart? How many inches in a foot? How many feet in a yard? How many feet in your shoes? Mrs. Fibonacci has obviously put a math curse on me. Everything I look at or think about has become a math problem. Once I get to school, the whole morning is one problem after another. The teacher counts the kids in the class to make sure we're all here. We count by twos. 2, 4, 6, 8, pulls Eric's ear. How many ears in our class?
The new girl, Kelly, sticks her tongue out at me. How many tongues in our class?
Rebecca brought in a birthday snack. She brought in 24 cupcakes and there are 24 kids in our class.
So what's the problem?
Miss Fibonacci wants a cupcake too, so I'll have to cut them into fractions. What fraction of a cupcake will each student get? I've got it! I'm allergic. Mrs. Fibonacci can have mine.
I'm about to really lose it. When the lunch bell rings, unfortunately for me, lunch is pizza and apple pie. Each pizza is cut into 8 equal slices. Each pie is cut into 6 equal slices. And you know what that means?
Fractions!
And we haven't even studied fractions yet. After lunch, it was time for gym.
Okay, everyone, get ready to stretch.
Shapes are amazing, just listen, you'll agree. There's so much to learn and so much to see. So come on, let's shape up. Come on, let's shape up. The word congruent means the very same size. The shape, size, and angles, you won't believe your eyes. Lines of symmetry will split you in two, but only if each side has the very same view. Shapes are amazing, just listen, you'll agree. There's so much to learn and so much to see. So come on, let's shape up. So come on, let's shape up. Woo! Yay!
I stagger out of school. I'm a math zombie now. Maybe chocolate will help break this math curse. But guess what?
What?
It's 50% off.
Oh no, more math!
I decide to buy licorice instead.
I am now a raving math lunatic. What if this keeps up for the whole year?
So what's your problem?
That's 365 days times 24 hours times 60 minutes. Then the problems really begin. I go to bed and I'm dreaming about fractions. I'm trapped. But wait, 1/2 plus 1/2 equals a whole. I jump through the hole. I'm free!
I wake up Wednesday morning at 7:15. It takes me 10 minutes to get dressed, 15 minutes to eat my breakfast, and 1 minute to brush my teeth.
My bus leaves at 8 o'clock. What time will I be ready?
7:41.
No problem.
I've broken the math curse. I can solve any problem. Life is just great until Mr. Newton says,
You know, you can think of almost everything as a science experiment.
no!